Kanye West has tweeted a public apology to his wife Kim Kardashian after discussing personal family matters at a campaign rally and on social media over the past week. I would like to apologize to my wife Kim for going public with something that was a private matter. I did not cover her like she has covered me. To Kim, I want to say I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. Thank you for always being there for me, West wrote on Twitter. Kanye West full apology video to Kim Kardashian. West broke down in tears at his first presidential campaign rally. The rapper and political hopeful, who recently announced his intentions to run for president in 2020, told a South Carolina crowd that his father had wanted his mother to abort him, and that he and Kardashian considered having an abortion when she was pregnant with their first child, North. My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There wouldn't have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy, he revealed at the event, crying as he went on to say, I almost killed my daughter. In the Bible, it says, "Thou shalt not kill." I remember my girlfriend, now wife Kim Kardashian, called me screaming and crying. She said, I'm pregnant. She said she was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand, West said. He described being in the Paris apartment where my wife was actually robbed, when the screen went black and white and God said, if you F with my vision, I'm gonna F with yours. And I called my wife and she said, we're gonna have this baby. I said, we're gonna have this child. Even if my wife were to divorce me after this speech, West told those in attendance, she brought North into this world. West posted a series of now deleted late night tweets aimed at his wife and his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner. Kardashian released a public statement about the week's headlines herself, addressing her husband's bipolar disorder and coming to his defense. He is a brilliant but complicated person who, on top of the pressures of being an artist and a black man who experienced the painful loss of his mother, has to deal with the pressure and isolation that is heightened by his bipolar disorder. She wrote, noting that she does not typically speak about his bipolar disorder impacts their family life. Those who are close with Kanye know his heart and understand his words sometimes do not align with his intentions. Kardashian added, we as a society talk about giving grace to the issue of mental health as a whole. However, we should also give it to the individuals who are living with it in times when they need it most. I kindly ask that the media and public give us the compassion and empathy that is needed so that we can get through this. Thank you for those who have expressed concern for Kanye's well-being and for your understanding. American rapper Kanye West issued an apology to his wife Kim Kardashian on Twitter on Saturday, local time, the same social media platform where he announced plans to divorce her. I would like to apologize to my wife Kim for going public with something that was a private matter. I did not cover her like she has covered me. To Kim, I want to say I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. Thank you for always being there for me, the 43-year-old rapper West wrote. Although West did not specify what private matter he was referring to, it's likely related to admission during a South Carolina campaign rally last weekend that the couple considered abortion when they were expecting their first child, daughter 7-year-old North. West told a crowd while crying, even if my wife wants to divorce me after this speech, she brought North into the world even when I didn't want to. She stood up and protected that child. You know who else protected a child? 43 years ago. Who do you think protected a child? Reports indicated earlier in the week that the 39-year-old reality TV star Kardashian was furious over the abortion claims. He then claimed in a now-deleted tweet that he's been trying to divorce Kim ever since she attended a prison reform event also attended by rapper Meek Mill. The Yeezy founder also subtly shaded the Skims founder's past photo shoot with Playboy and claimed his mother-in-law Kris Jenner was no longer allowed to see the couple's 4 kids. On Monday, West tweeted the Kardashian tried to lock me up like on the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. Kardashian ultimately broke her silence on the drama on Wednesday with a public statement acknowledging West's bipolar disorder. Kardashian's statement shared to Instagram begins, "As many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does know how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand." Kardashian said she realizes that her husband's words can carry particular weight and cause strong opinions and emotions due to his status as a public figure. However, she said she finds him to be a brilliant and complicated person that is simply struggling to deal with his mental illness at times. Kardashian West had stayed mostly silent about West's recent presidential run and alarming Twitter posts until his rally in South Carolina on July 19th. In a lengthy statement on Instagram stories a few days later, the reality star asked for compassion and understanding. "As many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand," she began. "I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I am very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health. But today, I feel like I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconceptions about mental health." After explaining that individuals with mental illness have to engage in the process of getting help no matter how hard family and friends try, she added that she understands that Kanye is subject to criticism given his public persona, but said his words sometimes do not align with his intentions. West announces plans to run for president and gives a rally in Charleston, South Carolina, on July 19th, during which he reveals personal information about Kardashian and their family. This reportedly leaves Kardashian furious. Then, West tweets and deletes a series of messages, claiming that Kardashian is trying to lock him up and that he's actually been trying to divorce her. Conversations about West's mental health swarm as this unfolds. Kardashian West breaks her silence on the situation on July 22nd, posting a series of Instagram stories that discuss West's bipolar disorder and the need for people and the media to show compassion and empathy. "Right before I got married to Chris Humphries, Kanye and I were talking and I just went a different direction," she said during the KUWTK anniversary special. "I think I had to go through that to figure out what I wanted. After my breakup, I was feeling really low and down and he said, just come to Paris and see my fashion show." He jokes that he put on this whole fashion show just to get a date with me. So I went there and I stayed with him. And that's where we started dating. I swear from the moment I landed, I fell madly in love with him and I thought, oh my god, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, this is what real life is like. Love and fun and real support. We as a society talk about giving grace to the issue of mental health as a whole. However, we should also give it to the individuals who are living with it in times when they need it most. She concluded her message, which can be read in full here. "I kindly ask that the media and the public give us the compassion and empathy that is needed so that we can get through this. Thank you for those who have expressed concern for Kanye's well-being and for your understanding."